welcome to this full moon tapping for November 2023. We are talking and tapping about today the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new one, really inviting in the arrival of a new season as we approach the holidays, as we approach the new year, and really recognizing that an old chapter is closing, that your new life has arrived, whether you feel like you are in it yet or not. This is a time to really acknowledge your growth this year. And I know you faced challenges, hurdles, obstacles that at the time you probably thought, what is happening? How am I going to get through this? But you've done it. And you may be in a time of transition or a moment of, the new life hasn't fully appeared yet. And so this session is really going to help you release any stagnant energy in your body, any old thoughts around the future being like the past, and really acknowledge and celebrate who you've become today. So I'm super excited to tap with you. Say hi when you get here, and let me know how you're feeling on this full moon. So the full moon is actually tomorrow night. We're doing it a little bit early, which is actually helpful. And it's naturally a time of things being illuminated. So the moon brightens up the sky. It illuminates what needs to be released in us, what needs to be cleaned up, cleared out. It's a great time to clean up your room, clean out your house. Some people even sage, or if they have crystals, they put them outside. It's just a time of renew and refresh. I spent the weekend cleaning the house, opening the doors, letting the old out, welcoming the new in. And those are some of the other things you can do on top of this tapping session. So say hi when you get here. Let me know how you're feeling on the full moon. And if there's anything that you would love to release today, please share it in the comments. It's really important that you claim it. On this full moon, I'm releasing fear. I'm releasing sadness. I'm releasing my need to control the outcome. I'm releasing my uncertainty. Whatever it is that you've been holding on to that's been in your mind or in your heart, today's the day to move through it and let it go. Wanted to add something. If you guys are interested in tapping with me next year, I have a really, really huge sale happening right now. So it's called the All Access Pass. It's giving you access to everything I have in the tapping world, plus everything coming up. And if you share this session today, share this full moon tapping to your stories, to a friend, and tag me or take a screenshot, I am going to draw one person to win 1 month in the All Access Pass. Okay, so this is super fun. You're gonna get all my tapping programs. You're gonna get bi-weekly calls with me. If you are wanting to tap with me next year, go ahead and share this, tag me, take a screenshot, send it to me, and I will pick one person to win 1 month in the All Access Pass. That being said, last session, we did a new moon. I said I would draw for someone to win the tapping script, and Janelle Forchang, I think that's your Instagram, you won. So I'll make sure that gets over to you after this session. All right, let's dive in. How are you feeling on this new moon? Feeling very exhausted and sad. I'm releasing witch wounds on this full moon. Okay, anything else that's coming up for you guys, feel free to claim it below. I could even just be, tired, fear, uncertainty, any emotions that you need to move through today, or thoughts that have been floating around. Feel free to share them, and let's do this. All right, going ahead, closing your eyes as long as you're in a safe place to do so. Opening up your heart and chest, rolling your shoulders up and back. Begin by taking a deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Again, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just take a moment to set aside whatever you were doing before this. Anything you'll go to after this. And just take a moment to check in with yourself right now. How are you doing? How are you feeling on the full moon today? Is there anything you need to let go of or move through? Maybe it's a thought or a feeling or a habit or pattern that you're ready to release. Set the intention that you'll receive, you'll hear, you'll know exactly what you need to today in our session. And that you'll leave feeling relieved, energized, and renewed. All right, and when you're ready, let's dive in. Hey Robin, ebbing and flowing, a lot of overwhelm and needing to release the need to fix and know. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I know you're not alone in that because I've been taking some notes beforehand, and those were some of the themes that were coming up. Releasing control is one of the big ones. So let's dive in, tapping on the side of the hand, and say, even though I have some stuff to let go of, some feelings I've been holding on to, that have been keeping me playing small. I love and accept myself anyway. And I'm open to releasing them now. Even though I've been feeling, and I want you to insert how you've been feeling. So exhausted, scared, sad, frustrated. Insert your feeling. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I want to let go. Of this need to know how. How things are going to happen. There's a part of me that is holding on. This need to control. And I love and accept myself now. Top of the head. On this full moon, there's some things I need to let go of. Eyebrow point, things that aren't working anymore. Side of the eye, these old fears and feelings. Underneath the eye, these old habits and patterns. Underneath the nose, I can feel them in my body. Underneath the mouth, I can feel them in my mind. Collarbone point, I keep going back to an old story. Underneath the arms, it's exhausting and frustrating. Underneath the chest, and it's time to let it go. Wrist point, I release this today. All right, so go ahead, stop tapping. Take a deep breath and tune in. And what is it time to let go of today? I want you to finish the sentence. Today, it's time for me to let go of fill in the blank. Today, it's time for me to let go of this old pattern of constantly worrying about how things are going to work out. Today is time for me to let go of the need to know how things are going to happen. Today, it's time for me to let go of the sadness I've been holding on to. How would you finish that sentence? Today, it's time for me to let go of what? So for me, mine is, today it's time for me to let go of an old chapter. You know, this year for me has been extremely transformative. And I'm not in that old life anymore. And so today my statement is time for me to let go of the old chapter and really celebrate the new one that's here. I mean, the woman that's sitting here talking to you right now, the physical body that I have is so different than who I was at the beginning of the year. The emotional, physical, spiritual me has changed. And so it's really time for me to actually celebrate the newness that is here today. And say goodbye, say thank you for the old chapter and what it taught you and who you became in it. But it's time to start thinking, moving, acting differently. And so feel free to share your comment below. Today it is time for me to, what is it time for you to let go of? Okay? So let's tap again on the side of the hand and say, even if I've been working at this for a while, today is a day that things get to be different. I'm transitioning into a new season. And a new version of me is being born. Even though I've put a lot of pressure on myself. To be somewhere that I'm not. Today is a day that I let that go. And love my life in this moment. Even though it may feel like I haven't changed or grown enough. When I look back to where I was a year ago, I can be proud of who I've become today. Top of the head. Today, it's time for me to let go. Eyebrow point of all this pressure I've been putting on myself. Side of the eye, this pressure to be somewhere that I'm not. Underneath the eye, today I let go of my need to control. Underneath the nose, what happens and when? Underneath the mouth, today it's time for me to let go. Collarbone point of feeling like a victim. Underneath the arms, I forgive myself now. Underneath the chest, forgiving my power away. Wrist point, I'm ready to reclaim my power now. Top of the head, because the arrival of a new season is here. All right, so we can stop tapping and take a breath. And I want you to think about the arrival of a new season. It's here for all of us. The holidays are arriving. With the arrival of a new season is a new door opening. And who are you choosing to be as you walk through this new door, as you walk into this new season? What are you choosing to leave behind, and what are you choosing to bring with you? All right, so I'm going to say that again. As this new season arrives, the door is opening. It's a new season, a new time is arriving. And you are going to walk through that door. But you get to choose today, what is walking through the door with me? Is all the pressure I've been putting on myself, these stories that I'm a victim, the story that it'll never happen, this feeling that I'm not enough, is that coming with me into this next chapter? Or am I stepping into this next chapter? It's almost like unzipping, right? Like I'm going to lose a layer of shit, honestly, that's been keeping me small, that's been holding me back, that's been keeping me down. I'm going to let that stay in the past. I'm going to walk through the door. I'm going to walk into the arrival of this new season feeling empowered, feeling proud of myself, feeling worthy. I'm going to walk in with my shoulders back and my head up. I'm going to walk in excited, hopeful, smiling. And if you can't feel that yet, then ask yourself, okay, what do I need to let go of in order to walk in through this new season, walk through this door, feeling so proud of myself? So for me, it was a lot around boundaries and how I was leading myself. In the old season, I was just kind of going with the flow, making, going with whatever was happening in the moment. And what's changed for me is I have held myself to a much higher standard this year. I am walking through this door with my shoulders back, with my head up. I'm walking through this door with intention. I'm walking through this door with clarity. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I know what I need to do. And I'm only available for things that will match that frequency, that energy. So it reminds me of the quote, "The world steps aside for a woman who knows where she's going." So you get to decide today. There's an arrival of a new season approaching us. We are moving into a new season next month. A door is opening. Who is walking through that door? What needs to stay behind? And what are you walking into? How are you walking through that door? I'm walking into that door with intention, clarity, power, fun, joy. I love these words, Robin. Walking with vitality and playfulness. Yeah, I'm walking into this new season having fun. I am letting go of the pressure to perform and to be and to have. And I am like a child walking through a new door, discovering what's here. There's new life ready and waiting. And I'm open to receiving it. So before we do this last round, I want you to check back in so you can close your eyes one more time. Roll your shoulders up and back and start to embody the woman that is walking into this new chapter, this new door. I am walking into this new season that's arriving. I am walking into this new season feeling, fill in the blank. I am walking into this new season with power, with intention, with clarity, with vitality, with joy. What is your word? Please share it. And I close my eyes and I think about holding myself as I walk through this new season into this next chapter. Who's walking into that season? Is it a girl, a woman that's like, oh, things don't work out for me, hasn't happened yet? No, I'm walking in with my shoulders back and my head up. I'm coming, world. Can you see me? Can you feel me? I'm walking in with energy. I'm walking in with intention. I'm walking in proud of myself, clarity and empowerment. Yeah. Holding myself in authenticity. I love that. Yeah, I'm walking through this next chapter being me, unapologetically me. And I'm going to let that light be illuminated. I'm going to let myself shine a little bit brighter. So I've been doing a lot of identity work inside of my mastermind. And identity work is about... like lots of people call it like dying, like an old part of you dying for a new part of you to be born. I like to think of it more as an evolution. So there's a part of me that doesn't need to die and go away. There's a part of me that needs to graduate to a new level. And I'm going to thank the version of me that got me here because she's awesome. She's really cool. She's great. She is like fierce. But it's time for you to evolve. And this new identity, this new you that you're walking in as, this is a really important part. Like, what is the energetic state of her body? How does she hold herself? How does she speak? What is she emitting? Have fun with this. This is where the wildly wealthy woman work comes in. Like really having fun with this new version of you. Power and intention. I love this. Intention, clarity, focus, fearless. Yeah. Shoulders back, head up. All right. So for this last round, this is so good. These are great. Thank you for sharing these. This last round, let's tap on the side of the hand. And say, even though I get stuck in my old shit sometimes, I love and accept myself anyway. And I'm ready to move forward today, feeling strong and empowered. even though I get defeated sometimes. I get caught up in my head. I love and accept myself anyway. And today I'm feeling strong in my body. I'm feeling strong in my spirit. And I choose to move forward into this next chapter. As the force of a woman that I am. Even though there is a force flowing through me that is powerful beyond measure. Sometimes I forget what I'm capable of. But I'm starting to remember today. Even though I go through moments of feeling down on myself, today I'm ready to activate a new feeling in my body. I choose to move forward into this new season with confidence. Top of the head. I choose to walk through this new door. Eyebrow point into this new season. Side of the eye with energy and confidence. Underneath the eye like I've never had before. Underneath the nose, I am moving with focus. Underneath the mouth, I am moving with intention. Collarbone point, I feel powerful in my body. Underneath the arms, as the new season arrives. Underneath the chest, as this new door opens. Wrist point, I choose to embody. Top of the head, the highest and best version of me. Eyebrow point, and unlock this unstoppable force within. All right. So close your eyes and I want you to think about that statement. Like, there's an unstoppable force within me, and women more than anyone have this. And I've been really thinking about this a lot lately. In my email today, if you're on my email list, I sent out an email about how Ed Milet triggered me. So if you don't know who Ed Milet is, he's like a super famous podcaster. I love him. I listen to his podcast weekly. But he's talking a lot about separation season right now. And he talks about how this is a time of year that lots of people kind of like slow down and they lower their gears, right? They start, holiday season, they start eating more, they start slacking on their habits. And he said, this is the opportunity, this is the time of year that you can actually kick things up a notch and pass people and lap people. You can separate yourself from the competition. And when I first read this, when I first listened to this, like I agree, but I was like, as women, yes, Ed Milet, yeah, he's a podcaster, multi-millionaire business coach guy. So as women, it's funny because I was like, clearly this is said by a man, because oftentimes women are going harder this time of year. You're working harder, you're organizing things, you're taking care of kids, you're cooking, you're cleaning. And I was like, I think there's lots of women that would love to invest in themselves this time of year, work harder on themselves, but they can't. They feel pulled in other directions. And so the email that I wrote today was really to remind you that you deserve success too. If a man can put everything else aside and say, I'm going to go after it, I'm going to get ahead this season, then we can too as women. But it just might mean that we need to we need to have better boundaries around our time, our availability, and space. So when this last round of tapping we just did, there's an arrival of a new season coming, there's a door opening, and you are walking through it. And what kind of woman is walking through that door? Right? So I'm walking through that door with confidence, certainty, clarity, power. I'm walking through that door with intention. I am walking through that door anticipating and expecting myself to get ahead, right? To do things I've never done before. And in order for me to do that, what do I need? So yes, there's things that you're going to need to let go of, but there's also things you're going to need to ask for. You might need support. You might need to ask for someone to do the dishes or prepare the food, or to let go of some of the things that you thought, I have to do it all on my own. And so if there's anything from today's session that you can get, is really asking yourself, if there's an arrival of a new season coming and new doors opening, how am I walking through that door? What is the energy in my body? Shoulders back, head up. I am a force. There's a force within you, an unstoppable force. I am activating that. And that force of nature, she allows herself to receive. She allows herself to be supported. She allows herself to let go of the things that she doesn't want to do. And anyway, I just wanted to really reinforce this, because I think as women, this is an obstacle that we face a lot of the time, is thinking that we got to do it all on our own, or that, we have to micromanage the universe. And no, you are a force that is connected to something so much greater than any of us can see. And so I hope that we awakened that today in this tapping. Feel free to claim those I am statements below. I am walking into this new season. I am walking through this new door as what kind of woman, and how does that feel in my body? And in my body, this feels. Claim it, claim it, claim it here. And enjoy this full moon activation. Again, if you enjoyed this today, if you got anything out of this, my prayer is that you please just share it. Hit the share button, send it to your friend, send it to your story. And as a thank you, I'm going to be drawing for one person to win 1 month in my all access pass, which is all my tapping programs. Right now it's on sale for Black Friday, but I am going to draw for one person to get access to a month. It also includes bi-weekly tapping with me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. It's a great time to jump into my world right now. If you haven't seen the All Access Pass, go look at my stories. It's $222 a month. You get access to everything, plus bi-weekly coaching with me. And we'll be back here on the new moon for December and the full moon again. So I can't wait to see you. Thank you for tapping. You can't share it to your story? Okay, well, I'll check the settings after Brittany. Even if you share it to a friend, just screenshot it to me. That's even more ideal. Send it to 3 friends, screenshot it. That works too. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.